Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here with the Token Minorities, bringing you guys the first deck profile on the Token Minorities channel. So I will be bringing you guys TCG content every couple days or so. We have a schedule. Styx and I created a good upload time for me, and we're going to be trying not to cross over so many decks, because I mean there's only so many deck profiles you can actually do. I'm looking at this from more of a competitive aspect, so you're going to see me explaining more of the meta, and some of the decks that I am going to use are more relevant towards the meta. I will also try to give a breakdown of future decks, but today we are going to kick it off by using a deck I actually used in that best of 3 against Styx. It is the Honchkrow Tapu Koko deck, as you guys saw by the thumbnail. This is a deck that I find just fun to play. It's a rogue deck, it's not really tiered, but this is just a fun deck to play. So breaking it down, we have 2 Oranguru. So these 2 Oranguru are just there for draw support. You want to make sure that your hand is always full, you're getting to your Honchkrows, your unit energies. So it's just draw support. Next up, we have a 4/4 line of Murkrow. So Murkrow and Honchkrow. Honchkrow being the main attacker of the deck. So what does Honchkrow do? Well, Raven's Claw for 2 colorless energy, or a DCE. This attack does 10 damage for each counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So how do we spread damage? Make sure all that my opponent's active Pokemon have damage? We go with Tapu Koko. Just a flip Tapu Koko. This does 20 damage for double colors to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So now you use a flip Koko, you do 20, there's 120 damage on the board, plus the 10 from Honchkrow, you're dealing 130. So you guys are seeing how quickly this damage can actually add up on your opponent. But there's another way that we can actually get this to add up, and that is Shrine of Punishment. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to add a 3rd shrine. We are going to remove possibly 1 Crushing Hammer, and we're going to add in a 3rd Shrine of Punishment. Why am I adding a 3rd shrine? Shrine, just 10 damage count, or 1 damage counter on each Pokemon GX or EX. I'm only playing 2 GX Pokemon, so we're going to be spreading damage all over my opponent's field. I have 1 copy of Yveltal-GX, mostly for the GX attack. Doom Count GX, if your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 4 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. So, easy way to get 4 damage counters, flip Koko. Or 4 turns of Shrine of Punishment. And for just 1 energy, we play the unit energy for that purpose. We are actually able to use a GX attack. And then Sonic Evil does 100 damage for 3 colorless energy. So Yveltal fits really nicely in the deck for a spread damage deck. And then 1 copy of Tapu Lele-GX. As far as the items go, we have 3 Crushing Hammer and 3 Enhanced Hammer. So we're just playing hammer spam. I don't like Zoroark. I don't like losing to Zoroark or Buzzwole. Those decks pretty much rely on the special energy from unit energies, beast energy, double colorless energy. Just hammer spam, get rid of them. 2 Energy Loto. This is pretty much deck searching and thinning, searching out my energies. Then we also have 2 Field Blowers to blow away any other useless items that my opponent may have. We have 3 copies of Ultra Ball to search out Honchkrows or Koko. 2 copies of Nest Ball just to get the Murkrows onto the bench. 1 copy of Acerola for stuff like Yveltal or Tapu Lele. 4 copies of Cynthia, just draw search supporter. 2 copies of Guzma. 2 copies of Judge. 1 Lillie for that turn 1 Lillie play. 2 copies of Tate Liza, just your basic draw supporters. I play 1 Team Skull Grunt because, again, I hate Zoro. So I just Team Skull Grunt, discard a couple special energy, we're good to go. A couple choice bands. Then we got 4/4/4 of unit, counter, and double colorless. Unit, just in case I'm not behind on prizes, I can still use them on Honchkrow to provide energy onto Honchkrow. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hop into the versus ladder. I do need to save the deck first because I did make that change. And we're going to hop over to the versus ladder, and we're going to play for about 30 minutes or so. I don't want to make these overly long. I just want to give you guys a good understanding of how this deck does in the meta. Now, I'm pretty far down on the ladder to where I'm not going to be seeing many meta decks. Stuff like your Rayquaza, your Buzzgarb, Zoro Owls. Those are a little bit higher up on the ladder, so we won't really see much. We're facing off against Dragon Psychic in the beginning, so I'm actually not too sure what we will be playing against. For my knowledge, we could be playing against, what is it called? Malamar Ultra Necrozma? And that's exactly what we're playing is. My opponent does open up Mimikyu. Oh, and Drampa. Drampa's actually interesting. I've seen this in a couple Dragon decks. Stuff like Altaria, Dragonite. They use this Drampa because of Dragon Wisdom. 20 damage and attach a basic energy onto your discard. So that is actually interesting combo if he is playing something like Ultra Necrozma. He can attach energy onto Ultra Necrozma outside of Malamar. So right away, I'm just going to play a Crushing Hammer. It was worth it, and I've just got to Cynthia away my hand. I pretty much have dead hand, 2 Guzma, 2 unit energy. This is a much better hand here, as I can get me a Murkrow onto the bench. I can attach an energy onto Murkrow. And what we're going to do here is we're going to Mean Look, so that prevents my opponent from retreating. He attaches a couple Choice Bands. It's not too much of an issue to me. Now then, I'm looking at my opponent. 6 cards in hand. I'm not sure if he's 100% playing Ultra Necrozma. I'm just seeing Drampa and Mimikyu so far. He's going to Cynthia's hand, so I don't have to worry about Guzma this turn. I can get my Honchkrow in next turn. I have a Cynthia in hand. What does he throw down on the bench? He's playing Altaria. Altaria with Mimikyu is kind of interesting. Okay, so Altaria is not really meta. It's not a bad Pokemon. I believe it's 2 energy, does 50 damage and prevents any damage done by EX or GX Pokemon. So it's an okay 2 energy attack, 50 damage, 80 with a Choice Band. Just not really sure how meta relevant it is. I would love to play Altaria. So he's going to play double Colorless energy onto his Drampa. That is okay with me because I got this hammer. We are going to play said hammer, and there goes that double Colorless. We're going to play our Honchkrow, as I'll probably just start spreading damage on all these Swablu right now. I'm going to Cynthia right now, hopefully get another unit energy, which I do, which is nice. I'm not going to play Lele right now because I have 2 draw supporters in my hand. I also have a double Colorless energy for Koko. But what we're going to do here is we're going to feint attack, and I'm going to start spreading damage on these Swablu before he can get an Altaria set up. So the main reason I'm doing this is if I have enough damage spread, 1, Honchkrow is going to be hitting big numbers, but 2, I can go in with Tapu Koko and pick up maybe 3 KOs. Right now, next turn, I have Tate and Liza. I can just swap Honchkrow and Koko, get 20 damage on, and start picking up kills. So he's going to attach an energy onto his Drampa. What worries me is him evolving one of these into an Altaria, which is why I'm kind of tempted to go out into my Koko right now, pick up 1 KO. And that's actually what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go out to Tapu Koko. I am just going to Flying Flip, so I do pick up 1 prize card here for knocking out 1 Swablu. But now I'm looking at it as I can pick up 1 more KO if I just retreat, go out into my Honchkrow, take out another Swablu. See, he already has an Altaria there. So, looking at it, I have 30, 50, 70. I have 90 damage on board right now. Still not enough to take out that Drampa. He's going to play Devoured Field, so all his dragon attacks do 10 more damage. He's going to Guzma in my Murkrow. Oh, just Guzma's in my Honchkrow. Interesting. He's going to Dragon's Wisdom. It's going to do 50 damage, so smart play on his part. We're going to play Shrine of Punishment. Not sure how much this is going to help me. And I'm going to play Judge. Hand's pretty dead. I don't want to discard the Lele, even though I just get it right back. And I'm going to go pick up another KO by knocking out the Swablu. So right there, we've taken 2 prizes. We get a Counter Energy. Don't know if it's going to help me here. I'm looking at it as I can retreat my Honchkrow next turn, possibly. And get into my Tapu Koko, start spreading a little bit more damage. That is an option. Looks like 2 Koko attacks can actually start doing some serious damage to his Drampas. And 2-hit KO his Mimikyu. And just gets damage aboard on these bulkier Pokemon like Drampa and Altaria so that my Honchkrow can actually go in and do some damage. He's going to Cynthia, so I no longer have to worry about a Guzma. I can possibly use my own Guzma instead of Cynthia this turn. That way I'm able to actually pick up a KO. He's just going to Rescue Stretcher, probably get a Swablu back. I'm not sure. I wonder if he's playing the GX. That's what makes me really curious if he's playing Altaria GX. So he's going to do another 40 damage to me. And right away we are going to Guzma. We are going to bring in his Altaria. What's unfortunate is it has 1 retreat. As we're going to play another Murkrow down on the bench. We're going to Flying Flip, start spreading a little bit of damage here. Spread the love for everybody. And right now, let's assess my next turn. I know I'm going to Flying Flip. It's going to pick up 1 KO against Mimikyu. So that 1 KO against Mimikyu is not bad. It takes us another prize card. It's a shame he's not playing a GX deck, because it would have been very nice to have that just damage. And he is going to forfeit. So he doesn't like that damage spread deck I was doing here. But we're going to grab ourselves a couple more games. Hopefully I can play 3 games with the deck. Maybe even go to 40, 45 minutes here. That way I'm giving you guys a good idea of how the deck plays. I don't want these to be overly long, bore you guys. I want to make sure that I keep it short enough, that way you guys can enjoy the video. Alright, so, I'm trying to remember where that Gen 3 coin was from. I don't remember how you get it. So, do we want to go first? Most of the time, yes, you do want to go first. You never really want to go second with this deck, as we got pretty rough hand, honestly. As my opponent does brick, so we will be able to draw 1 card, potentially, maybe even more. As we are playing a water deck, Field Blower, Cynthia's Acerola. Not really sure what my opponent's playing. I just saw Water Energy. He could be playing a Alolan Ninetales. As we draw 2 cards, and we're able to throw a Murkrow onto the bench. So, right away, the turn 1 Lillie play is not going to be very good. We are playing Glaceon, it looks like. I'm going to Energy Loto, see if I can get a double Colorless. I do, which is very nice. And we're going to attach that. And we're going to play Lele. Lillie nets me 3 cards, which isn't bad. It puts my hand at 8. So we're going to go for that turn 1 Lillie play. We're going to draw 3 cards. We get another Hammer and another Murkrow. So next turn we will have a Honchkrow into play. And I do have the Judge if he tries to go for a turn 1 Lillie play as well. It's just kind of the most common play. He's going to attach a Choice Band. There is that turn 1 Lillie. So I do have the Judge in hand in case they actually brick. I mean, I take free W's. I am not complaining about free wins at all. Let me know down in the comments, guys. I'm going to have my standard layout for even the TCG videos I do over on my channel. But for these, I'm going to have these questions a day. So go ahead, let me know what your guys' favorite rogue deck right now in the standard format is. There's quite a few rogue decks. Tapu Koko Honchkrow is one of those. You have stuff like Sceptile Venusaur as another rogue deck that I kind of want to try out. But I want to know your guys' favorite rogue decks, because it's always fun to play these decks that aren't standard meta. They aren't your Zoro Garb, your Zoro Buzzwole, Zoro Lycanroc, Zoro Owls. So, I mean, right here, we're playing Shining Genesect Venusaur. So, let me know down in the comments section what your guys' favorite rogue decks are to play. If you guys haven't played any sort of rogue decks, feel free to let me know down in the comments section what kind of decks you guys want to see me use. It will take me a little bit to get some of the cards, but come Lost Thunder, I have maybe 3 booster boxes I have coming in, so I will have lots of Lost Thunder as well as Styx. He will have plenty of Lost Thunder deck profiles. Styx will probably prefer the rogue decks, whereas I'm looking towards the meta. But this is a deck that, you know, it can be meta. It's not fantastic, but you know what? Hey, it's fun to play. It can be very annoying. You can hit very big damage. It's always fun when you're hitting Gardevoirs for 190 damage. Alright, so he's going to play his Shining Genesect into play. Interesting. He's going to play Choice Band Nest Ball, so he's trying to get those Venusaurs. One thing about Venusaur is their abilities do not stack. So he's going to need one Venusaur here. We're going to Field Blower, get rid of that Choice Band from his Genesect. We're going to go out into my Honchkrow. We're going to Oranguru to draw one. We're going to Tate Liza here. We're going to get a brand new hand of 5. I could have Guzma'd, got that Lele in. We're actually just going to Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of the Choice Band and the Energy Loto. And we're going to grab ourselves probably a Flip Koko. And right off the bat, we're just going to Raven's Claw. It's just only going to do 10 damage, but next turn now, that's going to do 20 damage. We also have that Shrine going, getting that damage on Lele, so we're actually doing 30 damage next turn. Actually, it should be 40. As he's going to go right into his Ivysaur, he's going to attach another energy onto his Genesect. So what worries me is him getting Rare Candy into Venusaur. Get Rare Candy into Venusaur will take out my Genesect right now. So that's where I'm looking. I have to discard some energy. He's going to Field Blower, so it saves him a turn of damage counters. Which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. We're going to go right for that Team Skull Grunt. He has no energy in his hand, unfortunately. But that does allow us to draw one, which is that Tapu Lele, which lets us search out a supporter. And we are going to grab ourselves a Cynthia. So he has no energy in hand, I know that. We're going to go for Raven's Claw. It's going to do 30 damage, so we're starting to rack up damage on this. I'm just praying he does not top deck an energy, because you guys see it does 50 plus 20 times the number of grass energy. The other down thing would be getting a Venusaur, because Venusaur's ability lets him have grass energy count as 2, so he would actually right now have 4 energy onto his Genesect. 4 times 20 is 80, plus the 50 is 130. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, and he plays the Aether Conservation Area to protect his Genesect. I kind of actually want to try this deck. I feel like if you actually get that deck going, it's actually not bad. Alright, so one, we're going to Field Blower. We're going to get rid of Aether Conservation Area. We are going to Cynthia and hopefully get a double Colorless energy. We do get a double Colorless energy. We also get a Nest Ball, so that lets me get a Murkrow out onto my bench. We got a Hammer. We do get a Heads on the Hammer, so We do get rid of one of those energy, and we can now flying flip. We got 20 damage spread all over the board. So I know Murkrow will actually be able to pick up a kill. His Venusaur's abilities do not stack, but he should be able to pick up a KO here. I will be able to actually pick up a KO next turn if I do get a Counter Energy. That is the only way I pick up a KO. Alright, so right off the bat there, we got the Honchkrow. We're going to Judge, so that gets rid of his hand, brings that down to 4. We do get the double Colorless energy, which is nice. I will be able to pick up a KO. We're going to play the double Colorless energy. We're actually going to go for the Ultra Ball. We're going to grab ourselves another Oranguru. This is so that I can just replen my hand here. So we're going to play the Oranguru. We're going to instruct, draw 3. I want to make sure I always have cards in my hand. We got a Nest Ball, so that allows me to get another Murkrow. And we're going to instruct again, so let's see. You got a unit energy. We're going to Raven's Claw. That will pick up a KO, 160 damage because of all that damage that's spread on his bench. We're going to take a prize card, which is a Shrine of Punishment. Good thing we added that third one in there. So, one, he's going to have to attach an energy to pick up a KO. And let's see there. He has 3 energy in his discard, 2 on the field. That's 5. I'm assuming he probably plays anywhere from 7 to 10 grass energy in this deck. We do have the Counter Energy and the Shrine of Punishment. I'm not too worried about the Aether Conservation area right now. He will pick up a KO on me. The ideal situation is probably getting a hammer. We're going to get Murkrow into play. So that is what, 2 Honchkrow into my discard. There's the Counter Energy. There's the Shrine. We're going to play a Cynthia right now. Draw 6 brand new cards. There's the Ultra Ball. I'm not assuming he's playing any double color, or not double colors, any special energy. So I'm going to discard one of my unit energies, grab me a Honchkrow, play that as my active Pokemon. And we are going to Raven's Claw. I don't think it'll pick up a knockout, unfortunately, which sucks. That actually sucks a lot because Genesect has 130 HP. So he will be able to pick up a KO here. Okay, so there's his 6th energy he's played. Not a very good start here. I know I have 2 wins, but I mean, not a very good start here. I've only picked up 1 prize. Miscalculated on the Genesect, unfortunately. I guess we just go Tapu Lele. How many double Colorless are in my discard? 3 of my 4. I guess we're just gonna have to Cynthia here. I could try to get a Venusaur into the... I should have gotten the Venusaur into there. I'm trying to think of how I can win this. I need my hammers. That's what I need, is I need my hammers. So Gaia Blaster is going to do 130, and then the Shrine of Punishment is going to knock me out. I was hoping I could Acerola next turn. Not a very good showing there, unfortunately. We're going to try to grab one more game here so I can go, what would that be, 4-1, 3-1? I think 3-1 because I had the 2 forfeits. We're taking on Water Psychic, so hopefully we can play something meta. Again, I'm just so far down on the ladder right now, I don't really think I will see anything meta relevant. Alright, so we do want to go first. Hopefully we can actually show how well the deck plays. So, we brick. Oh, no, we didn't brick. We have Yveltal. So we're going to lead off with that Yveltal. I would love a unit energy right now. As my opponent opens up Horsea. Well, what I'm going to do here, I know Horsea, Seadra, or Kingdra, they do not play special energy at all, so I don't actually need my blanking enhanced hammers. So we're gonna go for the standard Lele turn 1 Lillie. We're gonna play the Lillie. We're gonna draw 4 cards. There is that unit energy, which I love. All right, we're gonna just play another Energy Loto just to get energies into my hand. I have 3 double colorless. So looking at this now, I can use the Vitality, I believe it is. Absorb Vitality 2 times. Even if you rare candies into a Kingdra, I can use the GX attack to knock out a Kingdra GX or just a standard Kingdra. As I'm assuming here, what we're going to see is the basic turn 1 Lele, Lillie, draw 4. He could also go Lele, Apricorn Maker, Nest Balls, get 2 Horsey onto his bench. Oh, just a Alolan Vulpix. Interesting. That is very interesting. He's going to go Ultra Ball again. This one might be that Lele Lillie played so he can draw 7. Which makes a lot more sense now, actually. Yep, there's the Lele. And the Lillie. So now, I mean, he did a good job here. He was actually able to thin out more cards than had he just gone the Lele the first time with the Ultra Ball. So there is the Lillie. He is going to draw his 7 cards. Now then, plays another Horsey onto the bench, plays a Nest Ball. He's going to get a 3rd Horsey or another, oh, he just gets a Wooper. So we're playing Kingdra Quagsire. Okay, he's going to play a Switch Raft. So Switch Raft, item card released in Dragon's Majesty. If your water Pokemon with one of your, switch one of your Pokemon, water Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you do, heal 30 damage. So he's going to get the Alolan Vulpix. Now he is just going to go for the Beacon. He's going to get probably 2 Seadra or a Seadra and a Quagsire. So it's actually running pretty smoothly. Kingdra GX is a meta deck I've wanted to play. Just haven't been able to find any Dragon's Majesty near me to actually open up. So there's the Kingdra and the Wooper. Not really worried about it. He has no items I should be worried about. We're going to Tate Liza. We will pick up a knockout here, which is good. Who knew that this deck would actually not be using Shrine? We are just going to Sonic Evil for the knockout, and we should be in a decent spot right here. Pick up another Field Blower. Doesn't really help me here. The Crushing Hammer is nice, though, because Kingdra only relies on 1 energy attacks. Which is why these Kingdra run like Max Potion and stuff like that. Alright, so he's going to Cynthia's hand away, which is actually interesting since he did pick up that Kingdra last turn. I think he mostly was just trying to get the Quagsire. That means one of his 2 Quagsires is probably prized. There's the Brooklet Hill. This allows him to search out a basic water, gets a Horsey out onto the bench. So he has 3 Horsey and a Wooper, Lele, and a Quagsire in play. I'm doing 100 damage regardless to anything, so even if he plays a Seadra, I am knocking that out. Let's see. Horsey's getting knocked out. This is not even showing off Shrine, Koko, Honchkrow. This is Yveltal-GX. The tech I pretty much put in the deck going in. There's the Horsey getting the energy. I am just going to play this hammer because I love me some hammers. We're going to get rid of that Brooklet Hill so he can't search out any more Horsey. And we're just going to Sonic Evil. So this is just turning into an Yveltal-GX deck profile pretty much this last game. As there is my first Murkrow. That is what I like to see. And I have the counter double colorless energy in hand. Alright, as he's going to just go Wooper, he's probably going to try and search out a rare candy. Gets a Choice Band. Gets Cynthia, so I mean, the downside of Stage 2 decks, they are slow. If you do not get them set up by turn 2 or 3, you are in big trouble in terms of having consistency in the deck. So Shrine of Punishment is, again, just not helping me here because he doesn't have any GXs in play. Once he does play a Seadra, as I make the mistake and play the Shrine of Punishment, oh well. But what we're going to do here is we're just going to hammer spam. And we're going to play a Koko and a Murkrow onto my bench. We're going to pick up another KO with Sonic Evil. We do have a Honchkrow in play, which is good if I ever can get going. Getting this Honchkrow play actually working. Looks like he actually might be set up, though, for a Kingdra play. Seeing as he put his Horsey with the energy as the active, he actually might be set up for a Kingdra play. So he's going to slap on the Choice Band, and it looks like, oh, he just might be having to attack Quagsire. He's going to get a second Lele out. That is perfect because that is more damage counters that I can get onto your Pokemon with Shrine of Punishment. Seeing as I've already gotten rid of the 2 Brooklet Hills, I don't think he'd play 3 Brooklet Hills. Just doesn't seem right for them to play 3 Brooklet Hills. Lillie, going to draw 3. Rare Candy, there it is, and here comes the Kingdra. So, Kingdra GX, what does it do? Hydro Pump does 50 times the number of water energy attached to this Pokemon. Reverse Thrust, 30 damage, switch. I remember when this card text was leaked, everybody thought it was actually going to be Greninja GX. And people thought Greninja GX would actually be a very good Pokemon. I would not be surprised to see the GX attack Maelstrom GX, 40 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, he's just going for the 90 damage then. Okay. As now that damage is starting to spread. So one, we're going to attach, and we are going to get underway here. We're going to start getting the Honchkrow set up to pretty much just clean the game. As we're going to absorb Vitality here. We're going to do 50 damage. We're going to heal 50. So why is that important? That means if he doesn't attach an energy next turn to his Kingdra, I can actually live a hit from the Kingdra. I can Acerola, go into my Honchkrow, and start killing stuff. So let's see. That looks like it's probably just game. He only has the one Kingdra set up. He has these Lele that are just taking damage now. He hasn't. Has he already played a Field Blower? He's played his 2 stadiums. And I have my Honchkrow set up in the back to finish the game. Oh, he's actually going to Max Potion. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so I'll have 50 damage with... Oh, he just picks up the KO. That became a little bit of an issue that he just picked up the KO there. Is it a bit of an issue? I don't actually think it is. So we're going to Cynthia. We're going to get a little bit of damage spread here. We got a hammer. I like hammers. Hammers are good. We get a heads with the hammer. I like that. We got another Koko. We're going to flying flip, so we're doing 20 to everything, which is good because now Lele, Kingdra, and what is that? Quagsire, they're all taking damage. Hopefully we finish this game off soon. We got 3 prizes left. We got 3 prizes left, so he can always attach onto the Quagsire. Energy transfer, pretty much just transfer an energy over to Kingdra, pick up a KO. I don't have enough damage on board, I think, right now to actually pick up a KO. So what we got? 60, 70, that's what, 130, 150, 170. I actually might. The only thing that would prevent me from picking up a KO is if he max potions. 130, that'd be 150 at the end of the turn. 150 with 50 on Kingdra, 200. Yep, that should be enough to pick up a KO here. So Shrine of Punishment is coming through. We are going to play a Counter Energy onto that. We are going to Raven's Claw for the knockout. Oh, with the Choice Band, yeah, 280 damage. Take up those 2 prize cards, and we only have 1 prize card remaining. He should forfeit at this point right now. There's not much he can actually do to me. So let us see. He's going to rare candy. He's going to get a Kingdra in, which is okay. He's going to Guzma. He's going to get my Oranguru in. Interesting. Well, I have a Guzma of my own. And there is plenty of damage here. So we have 100, 90, 190. Oh yeah, we got plenty of damage. So what we're going to do here, we're going to attach. We are going to Guzma. We're going to bring in his Lele. We're going to bring in my Honchkrow. And for the game win, Honchkrow comes through. 280 damage on that Lele as we pick up another win, our 3rd of the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this deck profile and you guys want to see more rogue decks that have not crossed over between me and Sticks, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section what your guys' favorite rogue decks are. But this is Johnny GB with the Token Minorities, and I am signing out.